My dear friends, take some tzedakah, put it in the pushka, and share a thought. Actually, often we are being asked that question. The Rebbe sends out emissaries throughout the world. Now, some of the emissaries, as I personally, have the luxury of living in a well-established Jewish community where there is all the Jewish amenities, education, kosher, mikveh, minyanim, everything is there for what a Jewish person needs to lead a proper Jewish religious lifestyle. But then you have thousands of them who are in all far-flung corners of the world, tiny little cities, barely have a minyan or seldom have a minyan. There's no structure, there's no community structure. Some of them have to travel for hours to go to the mikveh. There are children who sit 2-3 hours every day traveling back and forth to get some semblance of education, or they sit online, don't have a real social interaction with other kids. And the question is, isn't this dangerous? Aren't we endangering our children, and for that matter ourselves? Can't it happen that instead of us influencing others, we, our children, our teenagers, will be influenced by the outside environment? Especially in today's environment where there's so many non-traditional, non-Jewish concepts and lifestyles around. Analogy, when you have a hot boiling pot of water, big pot, but if you're going to keep on pouring in more cold water, more cold water, more cold water, eventually that's going to get cooled off. That could be the same thing. True, when we go out for the shlichus, when we start out, we're full of enthusiasm, full of life, full of fire, full of excitement, holiness. But slowly but surely, every drop of the outside can influence a person, cool the person off. So the remedy to that is to make sure that that pot always stays on the burner. When the pot is on the stove and the fire burning underneath, as much water you're going to pull in, it's not going to cool off, it's the opposite. Everything is going to get warmed up. We find this in the Torah reading of this week, where the Torah tells us about the mitzvah of the lighting of the menorah in the Bet HaMikdash. And there we see something very interesting. There's two parts to the lighting of the menorah. There is the preparation, and there's the actual lighting. Preparation, which means cleaning the cups, adding the oil, changing the wicks, making sure the wicks are proper, long enough, etc. And then there's the actual lighting. Now one would say the most important thing, obviously, is the lighting. The cleaning, the preparation is, as we just said, to prepare for the lighting. Yet we find something quite odd, I would say. The actual lighting, anyone can do. As the Gemara says, Ksheira Bazar, even someone who is not a Kohen could actually do the lighting. The preparation for it must be done by the Kohen. I would say the opposite. Preparing, cleaning, any person can do cleaning the menorah. But the lighting, bringing down this godly light into the world, this we need a Kohen. Says the Rebbe the following. Lighting the menorah represents lighting all the Jewish flames, lighting all the Jewish candles, the millions of candles out there in the world that are waiting to be lit. And this, everyone has an obligation, can do it, and must do it. But there's a proviso, that it has to be cleansed first by the Kohen. How to light, when to light, what flames to use. This has to be set by the Kohen, which is the oil that we have to pour. What's the purity of the oil? This only the Kohen can say. And when we based our enthusiasm, when we base our activities of lighting the candles out there on the teachings, on the foundations, on the preparation, say, of the Kohen, of the leader of the generation, of the Rebbe in case of all Shluchim, and not just Shluchim, then we know that the kindling is going to go well. This is what the Torah tells us over here. We have to light the menorah, but make sure that the lighting is done based on the teachings and on the directives of the Kohen. Doing so, we will very soon merit the lighting of the menorah in the Beis Hamikdash, and we'll find out who is the one who is going to actually do it.